We are live. We are on the air. How is everyone out there doing? This is the Kiesel Guitars live Q&A. This is your opportunity to ask me whatever you want to know. On this live, I actually happen to have a top too. So you can pick out your top. Say, I want that exact top right there by calling my guys at 858 Guitars saying, hey, I want the top of the live, which I'll show off here in a minute. Got my deal of the live. You can already salivate and get excited. Then I have a customer guitar. I think it's really cool. Not everybody in the shop thinks it's cool. I think it's cool. That's all that matters. Everybody else can go fuck right on off. No, I'm just kidding. But I think it looks cool. Definitely, I think we executed it good, and hopefully the customer likes it, and that's all that really matters. Pink is not for everybody. It takes someone really special to pull off pink. I think I'm going to order a pink guitar for my next one. I'm trying to think, do I have a pink? I do. I have an Akubo in pink.
It's right behind you.
There it is. There's my Mark Akubo, my M06. I love that thing. I love Mark Akubo too. I miss that guy. I haven't seen Mark in a bit. I always get to see him at NAMM, and then when they play shows, the last show they played I went to, and that was cool. Get to hang out with him and Danny. My boy Danny's getting married. That's going to be awesome. And we're going to try to go to the wedding, but it's like in between Christmas and New Year's. It's going to be rough. Way to go, Danny. Why'd you have to pick that date? Not that you're watching. But anyway, my deal of the live. It's an A2, the brand new model, the latest and greatest from Kiesel, from us. Poplar top, swamp ash body, raw tone finish, black burst on it, front and back, maple neck, bird's eye maple fretboard, the small 624 headstock, black hardware, lithium pickups. Let's see what we have for frets. We have a 14-inch fretboard radius, jumbo stainless frets. That's pretty much it on there. Do we have a chambered body? Nope, I do not see a chambered body on it. But a beautiful guitar nevertheless, and I'm letting it go for $2,200. This has not been added to the in-stock section, so you cannot see it. But look at that thing. Look how gorgeous that is. And I love the back of this. Look how clean that back looks. Look at that neck, a little bit of flame in that neck. Love the ring inlays on here, just super classy. Just a beautiful, beautiful guitar. $2,200 grabs this Kiesel A2 loaded with the Kiesel trim, 25.5-inch scale. It's nice and light. I would say, if I had to guess, I'm usually pretty good. Probably like 6.5. Under 7 pounds, I feel like. Maybe right at 7. I'm going to go 6.9 pounds. Who's going to go weigh this to see if Jeff's right or wrong? Kayla, can you handle it? No? Kayla's going to go weigh it, and we're going to see. I'm going to call it 6.95. I'm going to say under 7. Yeah, but we're going to use the one in shipping just in case. How accurate's your scale? What do you have over there?
Your scale sucks.
What scale do you have? What is it? I didn't even know you had a scale over there.
I haven't a clue. There's no, looks like this.
Yeah, I'm trying to like, where are you?
I'm up above.
Oh, I see you now. Oh yeah, no, we're not going to use that. No, that's like a weighing people scale. So we're going to, right? Isn't that like a,
No.
No?
It's for weighing like shipments and stuff.
No shit. I didn't
Yeah.
know we had a scale in here. Damn.
So we can start putting weights on the in-stocks again.
Oh, well, that's the one we're using, so it must be accurate. Let's see that thing. Let's see. We'll see. We'll weigh it on there too. Can I have it, please? What does it weigh, Kayla? 7.15. See, I'm wrong. I'm a liar.
All
Let's
right,
see
let's-
what this one says. So let's weigh it on this one too.
You want it over there?
Yes, please.
Or you gotta plug it in.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, let's plug it in. Let's see what it weighs on that. There's a plug-in over there. Oh, shit. All right, let's see what it weighs. Yeah. let's go right in
Professionals.
there. All right. What kind of operation you running there, Kiesel? All right, let's see what we got. All right, we got the 0 on. The fuck? Okay, it zeroed itself. Okay, it's on kilograms. We don't want that. We want LB. Can you hold? Hold it. So 7.15 was what the back one said. This one says 6.5. So we got a pretty big discrepancy. I don't think it weighs
Ooh.
7.15 because I originally said 6.5. Then I went to 6.95 because I was getting weaker holding it out. This says 6.5. So we got to figure out what scale. Let's see if it makes any difference if I. It does make a difference.
Yeah, that's how I weighed it.
Okay, yeah, 6.8. I would say it's probably pretty accurate. I don't think this is in the 7 pound range. So about 6
Ooh.
point. Get this the hell out of here. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, Kayla. So 6.8 pounds thereabouts. We should do that for the deal of the live. Maybe I could weigh it and I could guess before, see how
Yep.
close I am. And then what if I'm wrong? Do we discount like an extra
Yeah.
$100 for every like 1/10 of a pound I'm off?
I like that. Every 10th. What if you're way off?
I don't think I'll be that far off. I haven't been that far off. I've been right on like almost every time.
Let's say you were having an off day and we're way off and it was enough to make it a free guitar. Would you give it away for free like all these people ask for?
Well, I mean, they would have to be like, like a guitar. Most of them are like $2,200, $2,300, which this one's $2,200. So I'd have to be 2.2 pounds off.
You never know. If you
I
have too
don't-
many drinks the night before and you come in kind of, hungover.
I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen. Maybe we'll come up with a way of discounting it a certain amount per 1/10 of a pound. Maybe it's not 100. We'll come up with something though. Comment for your ideas. Okay, so 2,200 gets the deal of the live. It's got to be while we're live. It's part of it. The guitar is going to spec out to like 2,700 probably, right around there. So it's a hell of a deal. This is a rare crotch Poplar Burl top. I'm going to let this go for $400. Poplar Burl normally is $500, and this is a crotch piece which adds, I think, $300 or $400. So a top like this normally is going to sell for about $800 to $900. What did I say? 400? Damn, that's kind of low. 400 takes it. This is my top of the live. I haven't done a top of the live for a while, so if you want to claim this exact top right here, call my guys. Say, hey, I want the top of the live. $400 takes it. Good luck in getting it. Now let's show off the very pink Zeus acoustic, complete with matching cup. Not really. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I'm sorry, I really like it. I love the gold frets. I love the gold logo, even the wood knobs. It's got the right amount of class and the right amount of sass. Pink ring inlays, which look really cool. So the pink ring inlays match a lot of the pink in the top. And then the pink fretboard matches the pink in the body a lot. So this is really cool looking. This is for Federico. And our completion date was 10/3. What is today? 10/4. We are a day late. That's awesome. Ready to go, ready to ship out. Beautiful. Look at that piece of mahogany. That's Koa. I was going to say mahogany. I think that's Koa. Did he get a Koa neck? Let's see. It does not say Koa on here, but shit, that looks like a Koa neck. That's just a really... Yeah. Doesn't look like Koa to you, Brandon? Did you see it?
I didn't. I'm looking at it from over here.
It does look like Koa, but I mean, it's got to be mahogany if it's not listed as Koa, or if you did get a Koa neck. I don't know how the hell that would have happened, but it says mahogany neck on there. That's a beautiful piece of mahogany. You don't see mahogany that striped with very Koa-like features on it, so it's throwing me for a loop. That's gorgeous, though. Good job on your specs. I dig it. They almost weren't going to grab your guitar, and I was like, totally show that off. That thing is badass. I love it. What else is going on? I don't know. I did get, for you racing fans, nope, I'm holding on to that one. I'm leaving that one alone. Got a little nugget. I told you guys I blew my motor up, right? Yeah, last week. Okay. I got something else, but I'm going to keep that under wraps. Kind of figuring out why the car's been feeling shitty lately. So I found out something else today. So anyway, we'll keep that on the DL. But it'll be good to inform the kids and Sean as well, because they don't know yet. But on that note, let's open it up for the questions now. What do you want to know? What can I answer for you?
First question is from Steven. He's asking, is a roasted neck the same size as a regular neck, or is there a subtle difference? Just curious.
They're the same size. So what happens is when you do the roasting process, and I get why you're asking this, but during the roasting process, the piece of wood does shrink slightly. However, that's a billet, right? So when we roast it and pull the extra moisture out, it shrinks very, very minor. Then the neck gets machined by our CNC machines. It's done shrinking. It's not going to move at that point. So the neck is going to be the same size, whether it's roasted or non-roasted, if you get the same model and the same neck profile.
Next question is from Ryan. He's asking, can you do an abalone logo on the headstock of a Sophie Lloyd?
Yes, we can. Call my guys.
Can we get more shop walks like back in the day?
Yes, you can. Dude, we're doing speed questions. I like this.
Are we going to do an entire live of speed questions?
I think speed questions are fun. I like it.
Can I get white painted binding on a CS624 with a burled maple top?
Absolutely. Call my guys.
When will the Jason Becker numbers guitar be available again on the in-stock section?
Whenever we have more. But until then, you can place an order for one.
Quick tip, I saw a handful of in-stocks about to finish up.
There you go.
So
Way to
very
go,
soon.
Brandon.
If I get Fishman's, will you install a USB charger instead of a battery box?
I will not. I'm sorry.
Next question is from Lewis. I'm planning a Black Friday build, Zeus, in memory of a past boxer named Zeus. He was a reverse brindle with white flashing on his chest, neck, and paws. What woods do you think would look best?
Sorry about your loss, man. Boxers are just, any boxer owner, you know what I'm talking about. They're the goofiest, nerdiest, dorkiest, most lovable dogs ever. You just look at them and like they kind of make you mad at times, and you're like, you look at them and you're like, all right, I'm not even mad anymore. Just stop doing whatever you were doing. And then they wiggle their butt and they like walk towards you with their butt and their face, and you're like, anyway, okay. So we have a brindle with a white chest, right?
Correct.
Okay, and we're trying to do a tribute guitar. Okay, I think if we did a white body and it's something beveled, so you can see, like, imagine there's a white gloss body or a white raw tone body here. You see that from the top. The back's all white, maybe some white inlays, maybe even the white paw print too, to kind of just tie the white in. We have the paw print inlay that I did for Leia that passed away, my boxer. We could do that for you. For the brindle coloring, that's kind of a hard one. I mixed up a custom color for Leia, and she was fawn, so I tried to make it as close to her as I possibly could. I'm thinking if we did kind of the brindle pattern, if we did like a wide flame top on it, and probably some sort of like antique brown, even a whiskey type of finish could look really cool. To try to pull that off, and like some of that wide flame kind of gets that brindly look to it. Maybe a roasted neck and fretboard. And then maybe we change inlays to black instead of white, possibly. Something like that could be really, really cool. I think that's neat that you're doing that. I made, when I did the guitars to memorialize my dog. I made one for Kayla and one for Zach as well, and they have them. I picked the Leia model, of course, and it was neat. I miss that dog. She was our dog Zelda is awesome. She's the biggest dork ever, and a lot of fun. I miss Leia though. She was something special. Not that Zelda's not special, everybody. I'm not saying Zelda's not special. Zelda, plug your ears. But there's something about Leia, right, Kayla? Am I right about Leia? And we talk about Leia like, damn it. We miss that dog. So anyway, enough about that. I'm going to cry.
Next question is from Justin Lubers. He's asking, how much does the Kiesel Edition package add to the base price of a bolt-on build?
Yo, what's up, Justin? We are at $3,000 for a Kiesel Edition adding to a model. That's what we're adding. And for that, you get a master grade flame top, back, 5-piece layer. So a layer under that top and under the back. You get to pick your body wood and you get a 5-piece neck. So those are the upgrades you get within that Kiesel Edition. And then you can obviously pick and upgrade from there. But those are the ones that are no charge. There's a lot of no charge stuff that come with that $3,000 price tag. So it's like $3,000 sounds like a lot, but when you're like, oh, I get a master grade top, back, a 3-piece layer under that, and a 3-piece layer under the back. So it's really a 5-piece body. I get to pick my body wood. I get a 5-piece neck. It's like you're adding so much value in there. So, you are paying extra for the Kiesel Edition, but you're getting a lot to kind of offset some of that cost. A lot of that cost, I should say.
Can you explain the top grading system?
Yeah. So all of our tops, exotic tops, are going to be a 4A, which in some cases, some companies are going to be similar grade to us. Some companies, our 4A is going to be the best they ever get, would be their master grade. And maybe even some companies grade even stricter than us. I don't know who that would be. I haven't seen that yet. But typically our 4As are going to be like, wow, they're already going to be like super nice. Once they have more consistent figuring, they're going to go to a 5A. When they have that consistent but even nicer figuring throughout, they're going to go to a 7A. I grade all of the tops. So what'll happen is, I shouldn't say that. Let me rephrase that. When the wood comes in, it gets graded by my head guy here. That's been doing this. He's been with us for over 40 years. He grades them. And so what he'll do is we'll have 3 piles. We'll have a Jeff pile, meaning it's better than 4A. We'll have 4A, and then we'll have the reject pile that goes back to the wood vendor, and then it'll get sold to somebody else, maybe another guitar company, who knows. The Jeff pile comes to me. I go through it, and sometimes I'll go, hey, this isn't nice enough to be in my pile. It's a 4A. I give it back. Some of those are going to go 5, some are going to be 7, and very, very rarely we're going to get a K-top, which is next level 7. And then that's the grading system. So at the 5A and up, I'm the only one grading the wood. So I feel like I'm really consistent with it. It's very rare that a customer doesn't agree with my grade on something. It has happened. Doesn't mean they're right and I'm wrong, but at the end of the day, it's about making you guys happy and making sure you're stoked on what you have. And I feel like we're doing a much better job at that. It's the after the sale and not getting upset because it's hard, right? I mean, you put effort into something, especially when I'm doing a lot of custom work to something, and I think it looks amazing, and someone's like, hey, I don't like it. It's like, oh, it's hard not to take offense. Like you guys write music. You put something out and you're like, oh, you're all excited, and someone's like, that's not very good. You're just like, oh, and then either you get deflated, you might get angry, or you might handle it the way you should, which is like, oh, how can I be better? How can I make this right? Which, we're getting better at that. I feel like, for a long time we weren't very good at that, and I wasn't good at that at all, taking criticism, because I care so much. And sometimes when you care so much, it affects you because it's so important to you that you can get like upset about something. And I just don't get upset anymore. I'm just like, okay, well, how do we move from here and make you happy? So I've learned to get to a good point where I don't take offense. I used to take offense, which I feel like most people that love what they do, that feel like they really did a good job and are passionate about something and truly just want to make people happy can get offended. I think that's a totally normal thing. And so I've worked on myself. Don't know why I went there. We're just talking about tops. What's the next question? Sorry. That's why I don't answer the phones around here.
Next question is from Josh. He's asking, will the Tritium pickups be available for multi-scaled Zeus 4-string bass anytime soon?
Yeah, I think we could do that for you. Call my guys. Let's do it, dude.
Can we have different gray paint colors added, please?
Different gray?
Yeah.
I don't think so. We have, a good amount of colors to choose from. I don't get a lot of requests for gray. If there's a particular gray you want, you can call in and we can do a custom build for you with it. I can't do every color. What happens is I run out of room in the paint shop room of where I can store colors. So when we add new colors, we really got to get rid of some older ones. I don't know of a color that I would say, hey, I'm going to get rid of this so I could put gray on there. I just don't get requests for gray that much.
Next question is from Craig. He's asking, how much does upgrading a top to 5A cost?
Totally depends on the wood and totally depends on the model. They start at about $200 though to go up to 5A. That's what they start at, and then they go up from there. The thicker the model, the more it is. The nicer the wood, like Koa, the more it is. Like Koa adds, I think it's 500. You go from 500 for 4A to 1,000 for 5A.
We got Manny on the live.
Manny?
Manny.
Manny Huerta?
Our Manny, yeah.
Manuel Huerta? What's up, Manny? You guys remember Manny? What's going on, brother? How are you?
He says, we all know you're an incredible driver, champion of champions. How's your double parking ability?
Oh, God, that's Manny, huh? That's my weakness. It's not double parking. It's parallel parking, dick. Get it right. If you're going to talk shit, at least come with the right terms. Yeah, I can't parallel park for shit. It's like, I don't know. I can't do it. But what's crazy is I can parallel park the fucking big old motorhome with the trailer like a champion. I can get that thing in the craziest spots. But I can't parallel park a car. That's my kryptonite. Manny, maybe you should come back and teach me how to parallel park while we enjoy some tacos and then some beers afterwards. What do you think, buddy? It's been too long. I haven't seen you in like 6 years, dude. That's 5 years. That's way too long. It's about 5 years ago, I think you moved. And you haven't been back to see me.
What's up with that, Manny?
The fuck, Manny? What kind of friend are you, Manny?
All right, next question is from...
I can hear him laughing right now. I can hear Manny laughing. Sorry, Brandon. I could totally hear him like that laugh that he does. Oh, gosh. I miss Manny. Sorry. Go ahead, Brandon.
Is it possible to get a custom body design?
It is not possible. So much thought, time, and energy go into that. And then, I might get it done and go, oh, man, this is so cool. I want to add this to my custom shop. And I'm not going to pay someone a royalty fee or anything weird like that. So I just opt not to do it. You might have an amazing idea that I would really like, or I could think of on my own something similar in the next year or two, and it just puts me in an odd spot. So that's why I don't do it. It's not that I'm not capable of it. That is not the issue. It's just I would put so much time and effort in, you wouldn't want to know what that bill would be for us to actually turn a profit on that. Who's going to buy my top? It's a crotch poplar burl. This is amazing looking. $400 gets it. Excuse me.
Mike is asking, any tips to getting the gloss spot off of a satin finish?
Don't get it glossy to begin with. No, there are some good cleaners out there that can help. I would look at the car industry like Meguiar's, Mother's. They make some good satin care products that can help you. You want to make sure you do not use any types of cleaners that have carnauba in it. No wax product at all, because that's going to gloss that up. There's a company called Lizard Spit. They make some good satin cleaners that work really well. That's the biggest thing, is you just try to get that area clean. There are some type of scuffing pads that are specifically for satin finishes when they start to gloss up, that you can lightly rub and then wipe down with a good, non-wax-based cleaner that can really help. We really need to do a good job at finding something for you guys and offering a care kit. How many of you would like to buy or see us offer a satin care kit for your satin Kiesels? Comment below and let us know if that's something that you guys would like to see.
Speaking of satin, I guess this is raw tone, but why don't we recap on the deal of the live, since we just talked about the top?
Deal of the live. We have a Poplar Burl top on an A2 with a swamp ash body. Is it a one-piece or a two-piece? Let's see. It is a two-piece, but you can barely tell. Got a little bit of flame in that neck. Call that a 3A flame. Maple neck. Thinner neck profile. Stainless jumbo frets. 14-inch radius. Got the small 624 headstock, which looks amazing on this model. Kiesel trim. 25.5-inch scale. Ring inlays for $2,200 with a case shipped to you. $2,200 for this? That's crazy. It's crazy talk right there. I mean, ship that out to you tomorrow. You'd be the big star of the live. Get your name on the live. Make you feel all special for 2 seconds.
Joe Brooks, that's all you.
Oh, Joe Brooks. It's not blue. Don't do it to Joe. It's not blue.
All right, next question. Are there any plans for a multi-scale trim on headstock guitars?
The biggest problem with headstock guitar is, how do we hold the strings? The block on a multi-scale trim, the way we do it, needs to be parallel with the spring system. And typically with a trim, you feed the strings through the block. You can't feed the strings through a straight block if the bridge is at a fan. So that would be something we'd have to figure out prior to being able to offer that. And let's see how the headless multi-scale trims continue to do. So far, they're doing really good, and we invested a lot of time and money into that. Let's see how those do before we commit to non-headless trims in multi-scale.
This is an interesting question from Nick. He says, has the shop ever had termites?
The shop has not had termites. We have had some different woods that we've gotten in that have had different types of beetles. We had, like, one time we had a shipment with some really large, like that big, these crazy looking wood beetles that actually eat wood, but no termites that I'm aware of ever. But our building's a concrete building too, so it's a concrete tilt up, so they're not getting through from the outside. So as long as we don't bring them in, they're not getting in. But yeah, that'd be terrifying,
A lot of food for those termites.
Lots of food. Uh-oh, I hear someone snapping their fingers. Oh, shit. What's up, Flacco?
Nori wants to grab that lightweight deal of the live.
Nori's going to grab the deal of the live. Nori, thank you. That's awesome. So somewhere in the neighborhood of 6.8 to 7.1 pounds. We got to figure that out. Thank you, Nori. So now Nori has a couple of A2s. He's got a bass. He's just got an A2 bass. He's got a stage 3 A2 in the works from the run. And now he's got this beautiful A2 that's very run-like with its specs.
Next question is from Ben. He's asking, is there any reason you'd want to put a top wood under a solid color?
Yeah, for tone. I'm still in that camp where wood does affect tone. If you're not in that camp, I can't argue with you, because I can't make you hear something that you can't hear. And I'm not saying everybody can hear the difference. I can. I know Brandon is very sensitive to it as well. Albert, you know, a lot of us here are very, very sensitive to what wood does to tones. And you can really see it even more than you can hear it on a recording. You watch across the frequency range and you can see what it does. So that would be the time you would put a top. Like, for example, let's say you wanted a super well-rounded tone on a guitar. You're going to play some rhythm, some chugs. You want it to have good attack and great sustain. A mahogany body and a maple top are going to be amazing. A hard to beat combo. There's other combos out there that are still really good, but let's say you wanted something to have all those characteristics, but you wanted a solid color. Like you guys saw Steph Carpenter's guitars, those have maple tops on them. You know, just to give him that extra little brightness and try to have the guitars very well rounded for him. The white and black Vaders that he has, those have maple tops on them.
All right, here's a fun one. It's not an option on the builder, but is there any way I can get a Floyd Rose on a 7-string?
Yeah, so Floyd Rose, we stopped offering on our 7 strings. The reason for that, we just weren't selling very many, and the ones we did sell, because we were using the 1000 series, not the original German-made on the 7s, we were having some tuning stability issues with them, and we decided to not offer them. So we went with the Kiesel trim as a much more stable, a much better option, and so we don't offer them. Our 6 strings, however, we do use the original German-made Floyd Rose.
Oh, here's a question, not a question, a comment from Norian here. He says, weights on the in-stock page would definitely tempt me.
You don't put weights on the in-stock page now?
I thought we were. I guess Flock hasn't
Dang,
been.
Flock.
Flock.
What the Flock, man? Nori, tell Flock, get on it. Jeez.
Here's another satin finish question. Can I get my satin finish repaired if there's some scuffing on it?
It's a really hard one, man. It's hard. You know, gloss is the easiest to, well, tongue oil is the easiest, right? You just sand it and put a little bit of oil on there. Then gloss. Then it would be maybe even raw tone, and then satin's like the hardest. So to fix it and not be able to tell, probably not. I mean, I don't know how bad it is, but probably not, to be completely honest with you. They look so amazing, but, you know, they're going to show stuff if you're not really careful. I would say gloss is going to probably be the best thing for most people. But in terms of like durability and not even durability, just repairability, because the satin's just as durable. It's just you can't repair it as easy.
Any chance of a 335 style body being added?
Oof. I don't think so. I mean, we have our SH550 and the FG1, which kind of scratch that itch for most people. I'm a fan of the 335 style. We used to have a model called an SH225. You can look that up by Carvin. I loved that model. I thought it was a cool model. A fact about that model is we didn't actually make the body. Those were made for us by Hofner, actually. They made those bodies for us.
So I'm just getting to all the people commenting about Manny when we brought Manny up.
Way to go, Manny. My parallel parking, you dick.
Do you offer a left-handed V-shaped guitar?
We do. You can get the Ultra V in left-handed.
Josh is asking, what does it mean that it's a crotch piece?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's not just 'cause I like saying crotch. What happens, so the top is book matched. Kind of undo this. I'm going to fold it the other way just because it doesn't want to undo. So basically there's a branch growing out. And so what it does is it kind of pushes the pattern. So crotch pieces of wood are really rare because, number one, you have to have the tree wide enough to cut a piece for a top, cut a piece for the top. And number two, you have to have the branch growing out there. Well, typically on a tree, where are the branches growing? They're growing up high. They're not growing down low. Well, where's the biggest part of the tree? Down low. Where do you get the most amount of wood from? Down low. So you have a more rare piece of wood when it's crotched like this. So they call it a crotch pattern because of just the way the pattern of the flaming and pattern of the grain goes because of the tree branch growing out there. That's a great question, though. It's not just because we want to say crotch, I promise.
That's part of it.
I mean, I know that's why you say it. That's why you were like, Jeff, can you go grab a piece of crotch wood, please? Because I want to hear you say crotch like 10 times. Brandon made me do it before the live.
I just wanted to tell you to go grab some crotch.
Oh, I love it. It's awesome.
Oh, we got a correction from Manny in here. He said he meant parallel parking. I don't know if that was before or after.
Hey, either way,
Jeff
buddy, you
talked to
still
you.
said it wrong. So it's not as funny because you said it wrong. What did he say? Double parking, he called
Double
it?
parking.
I can actually double park because double park is just to park in a normal fashion next to someone else. That's double parking. I can do that, Manny. Ha.
Now we're getting to all of the people in the satin care kits. It looks like that's what people want.
Cool.
Lots of comments asking for
All right.
it. Mark is asking, where is Manny Huerta at?
Manny?
Manny, where are you?
He's an old fart.
All right, here's a question from Joe Hong. It's I think the answer is probably going to be yes from you. It is, will you have my baby?
Will I have your baby? So, Joe, I'm going to have your baby very soon. You are in on the run, if I'm not mistaken, and it will be very soon. I'm guessing that's what baby you're talking about.
No, he means like a human baby.
Well, I'm already in my second trimester, so you're going to have to wait until this one pops out first. Kayla.
All right, we have Flock in here. He says the weights are listed at the far bottom.
Yeah, Nori, so what now?
Ooh,
Dang, busted.
shots fired.
I like having these lives with you guys. These are fun.
Watch Nori cancel the order through Flock and call up Chris.
That would be awesome. Love that.
Isaac says, how's the crematorium next door doing?
I mean, good as far as I know. They fire that thing up, and I don't know. It makes me want to eat Burger King. I don't know why.
Yeah, lots of smoke coming out recently.
What's sad about it, though, like on a more real tip, like, you say it like, oh, there's a crematorium next door, and it's creepy and all that. But what's like the sad part is they'll have services there. And so like we're getting ready to go to lunch or go on break or something, and you walk out there and there's like, 30 people dressed all in black, some of them dressed really nice, and they're going over there to like say their goodbyes. So, I mean, it's a sad thing, I mean, it reminds you how, short or quick life can be. I'm not trying to get morbid here or anything like that, but yeah, it's a pretty crazy thing. So, I don't know. All jokes aside, it's still a sad thing that they're there.
We got some more shots fired in here from Chris Hong.
Oh, shit.
He says they are not listed on the far bottom. Tell Flock to check. Ooh,
Dang, Flock. Maybe that's only on your screen. Maybe you need to look on the
Flock.
user interface screen.
Gotta
Get
make
him.
it so people can
Get him, Chris.
see
Get
it,
him, Nori.
Flock.
Only Flock can see him. What the Flock?
All right, let's do 3 more questions.
3 more.
Next question is from Robert. He says, will you ever make a bass 6?
We do make 6-string basses.
Oh, what he means by that is Fender makes something that's a 30-inch scale guitar that's basically tuned to the same octave as a bass, but just an octave below a guitar.
Got it. But what size strings does it use? Guitar
Uh,
strings?
No, it uses like thick, not actual bass string. It's almost like an
Like a
in
piccolo
between.
almost?
Almost, yeah. It's like a
Like a short scale piccolo?
short scale tuned like a guitar, but an octave below.
I don't know. It's the first time I've ever been asked for that.
It's never happening.
Never.
Next question is, I work away from home. Could shipping be delayed a week or two after payment if it falls while I'm away?
Absolutely. Yeah, you would just want to let them know that when you're making your final payment. Just say, hey, I need you to ship this. Hold until this date, and we can hold it. We don't do it that often, but we do it, maybe like 10 or so a year.
All right, last question.
Ooh, hopefully it's a good one.
Could you do a candy fade, like a pink to purple candy?
Yeah, we could do that. I think that could be really cool. We've done some bursting, but have we done a candy fade yet? I don't remember. Well, I think we actually have done a candy fade now that I think about it. I think we did an aqua to blue. But yes, the answer, nevertheless, yes, we can do that.
Was that an anticlimactic last question? Do I need a better one?
Yeah, come on. Let's get a better one. I mean,
All right.
why'd you ask about candies? No, I'm just kidding.
All right, I'm going to pull a Zach and talk shit that these questions are all bad. Let me find a good
Dang.
one.
I separated my ribs again, man. This is the third time I've separated my ribs. You guys ever separated your ribs where you break the cartilage in between your ribs?
I don't think so. That sounds painful.
Oh, no, you would know. Yeah, it hurts like son of a bitch. It's really bad. Every time you breathe, cough, sneeze, move, twist, lay on it, whatever, it hurts really bad. It takes like 6 to 8 weeks to heal.
All right, how about this one for a last question from David? He says, could you make a crotch rocket guitar?
Crotch rocket guitar. I don't know, man. We make some pretty fast stuff. Fast looking, fast playing. If you're talking about like a themed guitar, sure, maybe. What do you have in mind, man? Call my guys.
All right, one more.
Oh, here we go. One more.
What are your
Let's
thoughts?
use speed. Speed. Let's go. Come on. Speed.
What do you think about Ahsoka? That's a fast question.
I want to leave that alone. Not everybody's seen it, so I'll leave it alone. I've finished it.
Thanos base without a pit guard.
Call my guys. These aren't
What?
speed questions if you're not fast.
There's a lot of people just commenting and not asking questions. Come on, ask questions, people, not just comments. I like Mahogany Body and Ash both. What do you think of the tone?
Both are good.
What do you think about electric car racing?
I don't like it. Me no like.
Can Kiesel make a custom extended range guitar with coil split, series parallel switches, sustainer, piezo, and MIDI pickups?
Sure, call my guys. Hell no.
Any chance of a Lightspeed or V-shaped bass?
We've done a Type X bass.
Who built Carbon's Cobalt Acoustics?
No comment.
Is an 8-string neck thinner than a 7-string neck?
I don't think so. No, I think they're about the same thickness, just wider, obviously.
Is a neck through A2 in the works?
Nope. Honestly, it's not.
How would a crotch or chevron quilt top look on a K-series with blue candy? And that's from Joe Brooks.
Amazing.
David says, don't say crotch.
Crotch.
That's just about at the bottom.
That's it. There we go. 45 minutes of fun. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate you guys. Stoked for you, Nori. Thanks for picking up the deal of the live. And someone missed out on an awesome crotch top.
You can't tell
Someone's-
everyone about your crotch top now if you missed it.
Crotch. Call now. $400. Kiesel Guitars. And someone's